Ready, set, go!
Go? Whoa. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, we have 3 reviews that we need to complete in the next 15 minutes. And we have to cover Doomlings, Phantom Ink, and Butts on Things. So we need to go.
Alright, well, we better get to rolling right into it then. Welcome to WiscoDice! Hey, yo, folks, I am your host, Conesy with a Mouse, and I'm joined today by...
Hey, I'm Suzanne.
And today we're going to roll right into it with 3 and 15. For those of you who have not had the pleasure of catching our older 3 and 15s, it's how we started the channel, which is just 3 reviews in how long?
15 minutes.
All right, so we don't have a lot of time to dinner-datter, so while we're dinner-dattering right now, you need to do what?
You need to smash that like button.
Was that?
We're going to smash the like button. Come on. We're going through this quick.
Okay. We're going to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe while you're there. We know most of you probably haven't yet. All right, with that, what is our first game?
Okay, so the first game is Doomlings, and the publisher is Doomlings. They sent us a copy to review. This game has been out for a bit. They have tons of expansions, but it was super great that they gave us a review copy because it's been on my list to check out, and I haven't yet. And this one is it's a card game for like 2 to 6 players, and you play a card and draw a card. And when you play a card, it may have an action that you do on it. You keep cards in front of you for some endgame scoring. And there's a high player interaction with this game. You're playing a card, and it may be that you are taking cards from other people or giving them cards they don't want and such. So we've played it at lots of player counts for all the way from 2, I think, all the way to the full 6. Mm-hmm. And the more players, the more chaotic it is, and the more fun it is, too, in my opinion.
In Doomlings, you are absolutely having a great time at the table. The game is very much structured that you're building your genomes.
Yes.
From the beginning until the final catastrophe end of the world, right?
Yep.
So that's why it is Doomlings.
Yep.
But yeah, highly interactive. Watching you guys play at our Misty Mountain board game night the one time, and you had a full player count, 6 players. It was just complete chaos, and everybody was laughing, having a great time. Game doesn't take, like any game like this, doesn't take a super long time to play, and is a nice filler game or a nice get the evening going if you're have time to roll into maybe a bigger game afterwards, and you're waiting for people to show up. So it's one of those
really light and fun game, depending on your group. So.
Yeah, if you have a group that's able to deal with a high amount of player interaction and chaos in a game, and gets a good laugh out of that, then Doomlings is definitely a game you want to check out. That is Doomlings.
All right, so what do we have next?
Next up, we have Phantom Ink from our friends over at Resonym. Now, this is a copy that 2 years ago was on our list of games to check out at Gen Con. I think it was 2 years, maybe 3 years ago. But it wasn't last year. All right.
Anyway, it's a great game.
Yeah, it is an absolute great game.
Start with that.
So it's a word game where you split the group into 2 teams. So you need at least 4 players to play this game. And I think it says in the box 8, but that's really a guideline. But we do find that you get too many more people than 8, it's probably, some people are going to start standing around and not really participating as much. But what you're going to have is you're going to have a clue giver as one person on each team, and then everybody else is the psychics, effectively asking the clue giver, who is the spirit, questions. Now, when it's your team's turn, you get to do one of 2 things. You either get to ask the spirit a question, or you get to try to solve, if you know what the word is, that the spirits, and both teams are sharing the same word to solve for. if you're trying to see if you can solve for that. So the questions are in the form of cards, and so when it's your team's turn, if you're going to ask a question to your spirit, they have a number of cards. They'll have a hand of cards, like 5 cards, I think it is, or something like that. And you give the spirit 2 of those cards collectively that you agree on as a team. And the spirit chooses one of the cards to answer, hands the card back to your team, and then discards the other one. Now, the other team doesn't know what the question was that was answered, but they do get to see the answer as the spirit starts to write out one letter at a time on this big pad on their team's column. Now, if your team thinks they know what your answer is as you're starting to write it down from as a spirit, they'll tell you to stop. So you might write 3 letters of a 8-letter word, and they go, stop. Of course, they have the information of what the question was, and they think they know what the answer is. They don't see what the whole answer is on the pad. So this then gives both teams a little bit of information. Oh, what is those 3 letters? How does it? What word are they? What was the spirit trying to write for the other team? What are they trying to solve for? Because everybody's trying to solve for the same word. So it's a really fun, really interesting, really engaging game. I compare it a lot of times to games like Codenames and other word games like that. It happens to be my favorite word game in that space of games, because the thing that I really like about it is that when I'm not the spirit, when I'm on the team that's the psychics that are giving these clues, when it's your team's turn, you're constantly engaged. You're not waiting for the spirit or the spy master or that clue giver to try to figure out what the clue is. You're looking at your cards, you're talking as a team, trying to mutter to each other so the other team doesn't hear you. Which cards should we ask? Pointing and whatever. Everybody's at the tables, all engaged. They're really having a good time with it. So that is really why I love this game, and it is my favorite word party game now.
If you couldn't tell by his excitement right now. And this is also my favorite party game. I am not a big into the party games. I don't know. They're fun, and I understand why a lot of people like them, but they're usually not for me. This one I do enjoy, and it just feels like you're constantly engaged, whether it's your team's turn to be guessing or not. Also, because both teams are trying to guess the exact same word, and so you're kind of looking at what their spirit is writing down for them to see if you can figure out and if it helps you too. So it's great. They actually just finished a Kickstarter for an expansion / standalone version of it too. So if you check out the Resonym website, you can probably hopefully back either one of them or get a copy of either one of them now.
Yep. Or you can find Phantom Inc. a lot of times in your friendly local game store right now.
Yes, that too.
All right. Well, that is Phantom Inc. from Resonym.
All right. So our third game today is Butts on Things, and this is published by Gamewright. And yes, this is, it's got a very silly name, and the whole reason I purchased this game is because of the artist. Brian Cook is an artist that draws butts on things, very comical. Just like, hey, it's a trash can with a cute butt, or it's a cheeseburger,
or an R2D2 in the case of what you got me for holidays one year.
Yes, yep. So it's just this very whimsical, cute. And then I saw his artwork on a game, and I said, "Oh, we gotta have it." Yep. Didn't even know anything about the game. I was like, we just need it for the artwork. Mm-hmm. This is, again, it's a very simple, light game. This one has a medium amount of play interaction, I would say, a little bit. But you're going to draw a card and play a card, and you are trying to lay cards down in a tableau. And if the card you laid at the end of a row or column matches the card at the other end of the row or column, you get all of those cards in between them. And you want to collect the most cards to win. But sometimes when you are collecting those rows of cards, you make a butt crack. And then the other players must cover up the butt crack before they can continue playing, really. So
which is basically a gap in the
gap
row.
in there. But yes, I just think it's kind of funny.
Well,
I mean, this is really like funny for like the preteen boy funny, but it's still very cute and family friendly, and we've had a blast playing it.
I think it's a wonderful family friendly game where you can get laughs, but also I've seen this game come out with plenty of grown adults.
Yeah, we played it at Gen Con.
We played it at Gen Con, but we also saw how many people did we see with a copy of this game at Gen Con. But we haven't heard anybody really talking about it much or anything like that. It's not a overly complex game. Again, it's a light, fun game. Kind of the theme of today's 3 and 15 are all these light, fun games that we're really enjoying. But you can't just help but kind of giggle every time you get a card because it's got this silly art and the art style, and that really is something that brings out the kid, I think, in all of us when we're playing this game, which is one of the reasons why we really like this one. It's a lot of fun and we really enjoy it.
Yes. So that is Butts on Things by Gamewright Games.
All right, well, that is 3 and 15. So if you enjoyed this or you've played any of these games, please let us know in the comments below. We really do appreciate it. It goes a long way. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. All right, and that will take care of it for today's episode. Until next time, thanks for watching. Hey there, it's Conesy. Thank you so much for watching. We put out videos weekly here at WiscoDice. Check out our channel for more great videos, and don't forget to subscribe. We also have more great content on our website at WiscoDice.com. Of course, we do this all for you, the viewers. So please like the video if you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.